Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from the Mini Titan. So the Mini Titan will be taking 4 rallies in today's video. One from a completely maxed account. It will be taking a mix attack from that maxed account. So you get to see how this account does against a mix account or a mix attack from a maxed account. Keep in mind, this account only has like 23 million troops. It's not a big comp, so I was kind of curious how it would do as well because I've been seeing max accounts walk back from people with like 30, 40 million troops, so I wasn't sure if I could cap it or not. Keep in mind, you have to wait to a little bit later in the video to see that, but we'll be starting off with another attack. So I am currently baiting in infantry formation, so I'm baiting them to send whatever the heck they want. If they're gonna bamboozle me, they will send infantry if they think I'm online, because again, they'll think I'll swap to range. So I was kind of hoping for that because I'm not going to swap formation if they send infantry. If they send infantry, I'm going to stay in infantry. If they send range, I'm going to stay in infantry. If they send cav, I'm going to swap out of infantry because I don't want to be full countered. But if I can stay in infantry, there's a better chance that I can actually get a follow-up rally, because as soon as you counter them, there's a good chance they're just going to give up on you. But if they had infantry on infantry, there's a good chance you can get a second rally. Unfortunately, or whatever, not really unfortunately, but they could not fill the first rally, so I had to wait for a second rally, unfortunately. And you can see Sodipop here is also rallying one of my guildmates. Again, before the rally walks, I do have to do a familiar swap. I am not running anti for this bait, so they can see all my familiars and stuff, so that's why you're seeing me swap the familiars, because I don't want to show them my kind of 4-pack 5 familiars I have on the wall. So Coalition's coming in, it's infantry, they are speeding it up. Again, they were trying to do a bamboozle, but keep in mind, I wasn't swapping out of infantry unless they're sending calves. So again, they just basically hit me infantry on infantry with my familiars, and I did get the familiar swap before they scouted me again. So because again, if they scout you and they see a bunch of pack 5s on your wall, they know you're online. But if I get the original familiars back on the wall, the scout should be exactly the same. They should see that I've been hit in infantry with the infantry blast, so that I haven't swapped out of infantry at all. So I took that infantry on infantry, and hopefully they will actually send a follow-up rally from that, and I can get some more kills. In this situation, for whatever reason, they didn't go for a second rally. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they noodled so hard on the infantry on infantry one, and they thought I full countered them. But they can see my infirmaries are full with infantry, so it should be infantry that they hit. They can see that my infantry dropped, nothing else dropped, so I'm not really sure why. Anyway, so let's swap over here and just check out what's going on with Sodipop. Again, Sodipop is a maxed account. I believe his mix actually is 978 something and then 1170 or something like that. I will put the stats up on the screen so you can see what his actual stats are. Yeah, I'll put it up here just so you can see it here, and then I'll edit that in later, so you probably already see it there. Anyways, again, he is a maxed account. His infantry blast is max. His mixed stats are all tempered 12. He's got like 670 artifact stars. Was it 671? 180 castle stars. So again, super maxed. Again, he's just seeing if Eli is online. That's why you're seeing him send a bunch of attacks before that. He's just double checking. He's going full infantry. You can see they are all tempered 12 as well. But again, he didn't do a crazy amount of damage. Eli is a rally lead, so he was able to take that in his fake gear offline and only take 6 million. Again, only 6 million, but again, that's not too bad from a super maxed account. I've seen people take 12 plus mil from accounts like this, so not too bad. Again, actually, if you want to see the rest of that, because I did not post the rest of that kind of clip on this video, if you want to see the rest of that, basically 0, because again, I think Eli got 0'd there, so if you want to see that, let me know. I did record the whole thing, just didn't put it in today's video. I just put that one clip because it was actually tied to the my rally trapping clip here. Today's video is just all about my rally trap, so we'll move on to the next rally trap after this. So here we go. This is going to be the next one. So this is a little bit later on, same kingdom, obviously same account and same guild. It looks like SNF or money sign NF actually found me. Again, I am not running an anti. I'm just sitting there with basically fake familiars on my wall. The first rally actually had fake heroes. This one, I think I actually have my real heroes on my wall. I didn't want to do I was thinking about doing a hero and familiar swap, but to actually swap to all my familiars and my heroes, like counter the rally, maybe swap my gear, then swap them all back. It's too much time. I can't do both. So I decided just to do the familiar swap because the heroes aren't as scary. So again, I don't have the pack 5 familiars on my wall currently. With like 10 plus seconds left, that's when I will do the swap here. I'm just going to do a slow swap here, wait a couple seconds, and then swap, and then come out here. Again, if they send Cav at me, because I am sitting in infantry for this one, I will swap to either Cav or range. I wasn't actually sure what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to sit there. Again, they tried to do the same thing, bamboozle. They're not carpeting fast enough. You can't bamboozle someone and carpet that slow. Maybe a normal person, but for me, that feels like forever. I could have countered that super easily. And I got the familiar swap off before they did get the scout back in, so now they're going to scout me, see that I haven't swapped my familiars. I was sitting at infantry for that hit. They did 1.7, so a little bit more damage than the first guy. This guy is a little bit stronger, plus they had, I think, more tier 5 in this rally, so that does do a little more damage. But again, 1.7 is really not that bad. I'm not even sitting in war gear at this point, and only taking 1.7 from an inf on inf, I'll take that any day. This account is so strong because my actual rally trap, you know, the one with the mythic champ and stuff like that, if I was to take this infantry on infantry, even in my war gear, I'm taking well over 2 mil, like 2.3-ish, maybe a little bit more. That's on my like full mythic one with mythic champ, but this one, the base stats are so high, the pack 5 familiars with the jade worm and stuff, I just take so little damage from these rallies. It's hilarious. And I'm not even sitting in war gear, I'm sitting in food gear. But again, these are my stats in food gear because my base stats are so dang high. Like, not much HP, but my base stats are like 300%, where my rally trap's like 180. So this thing is like 120% higher base stats than my rally trap, which is insane. So anyway, so they have set 2 more rallies. It looks like NBO, this is the guy from the first rally. Actually, he decided he wanted to come get capped again. So he showed up for a second rally, and it looks like Burnt Toast is going to be the rally lead from S and F. It is not a time double. I think NBO is just trying to steal some kills because they saw that they went inf and I was sitting in inf, so I didn't counter them or anything like that. So I guess they decided to come in and try and get some kills as well. We'll see what they're sending. Since they know I was sitting in inf for that, because my ante is down right now, so they can just scout me and see what's in my infirmaries. I think NBO ends up going Cav on this one, but we'll double check and counter and all that stuff. Swap my familiar, swap, and then forget the swap back, because I think this is one of them I forgot to swap back, but we'll see that in a couple seconds here. 20 seconds. Again, once 20 seconds comes down, this is when I start going in here. It takes about 5 seconds to get in here and swap the familiars, so I don't want to swap them too fast just in case they scout, but I don't want to swap them too late that the rally's walking and all that. And again, I actually kind of knew they were sending Cav because their marches were super fast. I'm like, it's definitely not infantry, so it is Cav. They are carpeting in, but I'm already sitting in Cav, so don't need to do much. Unfortunately, again, I got kind of excited here from capping that because I wanted to see the report, and I forgot to swap my familiars. I'm like, oh no, now they know I'm going to be online. I mean, other than the fact that they literally can see that I swap formations. Because again, I don't have an ante on, so they can see what troops got hit, and no infantry was hit on that one, so probably not still sitting in infantry. But yeah, I guess it didn't really matter that my familiars were swapped, but I do want to practice doing that because, again, it's a new thing I'm doing, and sometimes I do forget to do that. Anyways, I was able to cap that pretty easily. I didn't swap to my war gear, took that in my food gear, and only took 1.1 mil. So, again, this account is just ridiculously strong. And a couple things that make this account so much stronger than my other one. It has full debuffs, and it has part of the debuff familiar done, or not the debuff familiar, the debuff castle skin, so it's actually higher. It has full counter at 60%. When I say full counter, I mean 60%, not counter research. That's minimum counter. Full counter is when you have the research plus the hero and the familiar completely maxed. This account has that. Obviously has all the pack 5s. It has Jade Worm and the 3 other 4% trigger pack 5s. It has just good high base stats from just artifacts and heroes and research and all that stuff. So it has all that over my rally trap. Again, I think this account might actually be stronger than the 11k hero trap that I was running as well. Anyways, so before we get into this, Sony Pop's coming in here. This is the big attack. This is the max account attack, the almost 1,000 mix sort of attack for what he's going to be sending. And again, he will be sending a mix attack. I wasn't expecting a mix attack because, again, I was just not expecting it because it's the first rally. So I thought he might try to counter me, but he actually decided to go mix, and I really wanted to counter this one. It is a mixed, it's 424, so I went range, and I will be swapping to the my warrior last second here, like last second. There you go, warrior swap, and then swap back, and then I forgot to do the familiar swap again. I don't know. I was just so surprised I capped him. Honestly, at this point, I didn't think I was going to cap this. Because again, I only have 23 million troops, or 24 with Reigns, and like I said, I've been seeing them walk back from way more troops, and this guy is like max, like full tempered mythic champ, max castle stars, max artifacts. I don't know what his like Baron jewels and everything in there is, but again, I showed you his stats already. They're just insane stats on this account. Like he's got over 1,000% in some of his attacks and mixed gear. But again, I forgot to swap back to my familiars. That's what I'm saying here. Because if I swap back to FAMs, I might have got a second hit after this. Because I did cap him. So, and again, he only did 1.3 million on a mix attack. So again, he might have saw my gear swap. I wasn't 100% sure, but definitely saw the FAMs when he went in and scouted after that. That's why he knew about the FAM swap. Yeah, and I was telling you I forgot to swap back. There's no point in trying to hide offline now because my familiars have changed. So they don't just randomly change. So he knows I'm online. But yeah, you can see how much of a noodle I actually made him look like. That's actually insane how little damage he did. 1.3 mil. He had a decent amount of tier 5 in there as well. Not like a crazy amount, but a decent amount. And obviously his stats are just insane. I've also taken another max hit after this, so it wasn't just a fluke. And I basically, I was in the wrong formation for that one, and I still capped him, and I think I took 1.5 on that one. Oh no, not 1.5 mil. But yeah, you can see how little damage they're doing. Especially when I put the war gear on. It's just, the stats on this count are pretty crazy. You can see what he sent. He's got no 11k heroes, which is actually the one thing I was actually surprised, because he has like max everything else. Unless he just forgot to send 11k heroes, or he just doesn't have them on the account. I mean, I guess spending 33k on them might not be worth it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more from the mini Titan, more rally trapping or whatever, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.